Navigating communication challenges while using social media. You have an audience. Welcome. This pre-recorded session is provided by Next Steps Employment Centers, which are operated by the Toronto District School Board and externally funded by Employment Ontario. On the agenda today will be an introduction, the popular social media platforms that are most used, how they differ, each platform's benefits, what to consider before you join, challenges of communication, what are the benefits and the liabilities of using social media platforms, what is your intention? Are you building your brand? Are you job searching? Are you creating a business of your own? And of course, our conclusion. Introduction. So social media has become a dominant professional form of communication for individuals and groups, businesses, governments, and countries. On whichever platform we choose to communicate, it is essential to remember it's accessible to other people, and what and how we communicate has a lasting impact, either positive or negative. Conduct, etiquette matters even more when we are using social media platforms. As an example, consider an email. Despite the absence of emotional content, we have all at one time or another thought we read different emotions being expressed within that email. It is important to remember context and content. What is the circumstance? Is it a work email? Content, what is the message? Is it professional or is it personal? Popular social media platforms, each platform's function and how to use it effectively. Are you looking for a job? Are you building your professional brand? Are you starting a business? So we're going to take a look at LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. These are their professional logos. So LinkedIn has 500 million members on the networking site. Its main functions are career management and job search. It's important to learn how to use the site effectively. You are looking for people you know, of course, and also those you wish to know. It is recommended that you post your own content to demonstrate your professional expertise. It's important that you familiarize yourself with the site's various functions, such as skills, endorsements, and recommendations. So if you've already been to the site and wondered, which part of it is really important, one of the things that's the focus right now is a recommendation. So a recommendation is from someone who has worked with you and is willing to state for the record that you are good at your job. Recommendations are important testimonials and employers do take them seriously. Twitter. So Twitter has 330 million active users on the platform. Right now you can use up to 280 characters to express your thoughts, but you don't have to. That's your option to go up to 280 characters. Twitter is considered an instantaneous real-time platform. Replying to a tweet, that's someone's post. Quoting a tweet, that's a retweet, which includes a comment on that person's post, or a direct message to someone. If you are connected, you have permission to direct message them. Following the posts of companies, industries, influencers in your industry, that's a good idea. Your comments can enhance your professional brand and gain you notice from employers and hone your tweeting skills. So using Twitter just for amusement, that's one thing. But using it professionally, you have to be strategic in what you do. So when you are following companies, if you do leave a comment, it should be relevant. Nothing flippant, nothing amusing. Facebook. So they have 206 billion active users. It is the largest social networking site worldwide. And that's how it began. It began with connecting with family, friends, and then moved on to interest groups, businesses, and other organizations. Because in Canada in particular, we are from around the world, it's a wonderful way to connect with family around the world on Facebook. Your actions on this site are particularly influential in gaining you a good or a poor reputation. Learn how to manage your privacy on this site. So when platforms are updating their privacy rules, you need to take a look at what's the difference. Anything else, any other kind of updates to make the site more usable? Again, does that affect your privacy settings? If it does, you need to go in and uh, uh, alter them again. You can create a business page using Facebook Live to stream about your business. And it's being used by people to provide a virtual tour of their offices or, say, of their products. Instagram. Instagram now has 1 billion active users. It started out as a mobile photo sharing network. Obviously, there are lots of videos and, of course, captions about what you are seeing, along with the many responses from viewers. This is an intensely visual site. More and more businesses are establishing their brand and product list on this platform. I notice whenever I go onto Instagram, there are new companies and there are companies changing their product lines, showing you more and more of what they have to offer. It's a very interesting site that way. So visuals are, of course, critical on this site. The better the image, the greater number of people will view it and respond to it. There is a feature on Instagram called Instagram Stories, which allows you to create a short story using photos and videos, but it's only online for 24 hours. So if you want to make a quick impact, keep in mind, yeah, it's a day and that's it. So some of the challenges, including benefits of being on platforms, do your research about each site. List the benefits and liabilities. So benefits of a platform could be, it is expanding your network to be on this site. It's gaining you some posting experience, which is always good because you want to get comfortable with the medium. Writing short articles, if you're someone who really enjoys putting it in words, and obviously we're not using print, but you know it's the same thing. It shows your style and it helps you develop a style too, so then you could gain a following based on what you're talking about and how you say it. Improving your own photos, because practice does make perfect. Other benefits would include enhanced knowledge of companies, their services and products. If you are following a particular series of companies, you're going to learn more about them, and of course you'll be updated because they do get new products, they do change their line. Knowing the labor market and what the trends are. The labor market is the supply and demand of jobs. How many people are working, how many people are looking for work, so on and so forth, but also jobs, say, that are disappearing and new ones that are emerging based on circumstances and the demand. Being offered a job, that's a great benefit of going onto platforms. Growing your own small business, becoming an influencer or an authority on a particular topic also benefits. So liabilities of a platform, what would they include? Maintenance needs to be regular. I've spoken to so many people who are on LinkedIn and they're not keeping up their own profile. They're not adding to it or adjusting it in some way. They're not refreshing the language. So it's very important to stay on top of that. Assign time and decide how much you contribute to the site, as well as how much you will view on the site on a daily basis. Forgetting to maintain professionalism at all times. All sites are public and you are on the site for professional reasons. So you want to choose your words wisely. What's the content? What's the context? Pay attention to that because you are not there in person to complement the information that you're being given, to expand on an idea or a thought. you have to go by whatever it is you wrote. So it's very, very important to be professional at all times. Spelling, grammar, punctuation, choice of vocabulary and subject matter, as I've already stated, they all have impact and they can tarnish your image, your brand, if they fail to represent you as a skilled professional communicator. Never switching it up, just as you might get a new set of clothing or you might change your hairstyle, your presence on sites needs to be updated. And you have some wins, you have some accomplishments, maybe you receive awards. That needs to be on your LinkedIn account. If you've taken an amazing photo, put it on Instagram, maybe even talk about, how it was done. Those things are interesting to people and they give a broader scope of who you are professionally. What's your intention by going onto these platforms? Because as it says in this picture here, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So we're going beyond the wish state where we want to get to the point where we're achieving something. So depending on your goals and setting up accounts on various social media platforms, you only have so much time to devote, right? For those looking to start and build their own businesses, social media platforms offer a great deal of proven results. So, there's a lot of statistical information that's already being gathered, which can help you decide which sites you should be on based on what type of business you have. Even by studying the success of a few relatively new businesses, an entrepreneur can gain valuable insights on the do's and don'ts, and so save a lot of time and effort that you can put into other things. So, don't try and reinvent the wheel. Take a look at what other people have done, learn from them, and then use that energy, maybe for more marketing or some other thing. For those of you wanting to expand your professional networks, adding social media platforms is an excellent source and can be approached slowly and carefully to avoid hasty branding decisions and other professional regrets. I think on sites like LinkedIn, initially people think the more people in their network, the better. But if those people are in no way related to what you do, if it's not even something that will complement your skill set, then it's just about quantity. And we're not interested in quantity. We're interested in quality and maintaining the quality. You have too many people in your network. You can't keep in touch with them on a regular basis. It's not possible. For those seeking jobs, employers are reading, observing, and they are also listening to their staff about who's on which platforms, and then they're judging the conduct accordingly. So yes, employers are on these sites. They are looking at what other people are doing. They're listening to their staff in HR, trying to find where's the talent, who are the people that they need to come into their organizations. Because whether or not an employer is hiring, they're always looking. So they'll be paying attention to what you are saying and doing on the various platforms where you are an active user. So in conclusion, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram offer you free services. I would advise that you use the tutorials to learn what each site offers you and what it takes in return. So in particular, around your privacy parameters, are they constantly gathering marketing information from you? Because, I know the service is free, but they're getting something out of it or it wouldn't be free. Excuse me. Assign a certain amount of time to each site and stick to it. Otherwise, you could end up on these sites for hours and it takes a lot of time away from the rest of your life. Update your own look and content, including your personal photo, info, any photos that you're putting onto sites, any videos, and most of all, keep in mind to enjoy it. If you're not enjoying it, it's really not worth being on that platform. Thank you for attending today. I hope you've enjoyed this pre-recorded session. There are many more on the Next Steps Employment Center site. Please visit us. If you require services such as an employment advisor, keep in mind that those services are being offered. We are offering full service. It happens to be virtual right now. Thank you so much.